Welcome back to Breakfast Television, talking about men's skincare on the show today, especially talking about using that scrub. And it's not just for women out there, ladies and gentlemen. So our next guest is going to help us and tell us why it's so important, especially, Claude, moving into, the colder weather. It affects our skin differently. Of course, Claude Laframboise, fashion director at Lulu magazine. So Claude, let's talk about the change in weather. How does that affect our skin?
Well, we're getting into a season where the weather outside is much colder.
Right.
And drier, and then you get indoor and it's overheated and it's dry, so it really affects your skin. So you might get away with not using much during the summer, but now is a really good time to think about using skincare.
So what happens to our skin with this change in environment, constantly in and out, cold and coming into the warmer climate?
It's that's the hard word in English.
Dehydrates, yes.
So you'll get that your skin will get dry. You might have an oily skin, and even with the weather and all that, it will be dehydrated. So
right.
it's a real issue. If you have dry skin, things are even going to get worse.
Well, you've brought along a selection of products here, and today we want to talk specifically about scrub. So what does a scrub really do for our skin?
Well, the first thing a scrub does is get the skin, gets rid of the dead cell on the skins.
Okay.
Because we accumulate, through pollution and dirt that's just in the environment. So it gives you that extra clean feel. Cleaning will remove most of it, but scrubbing will do like a deep clean. The other thing is it's a great step for pre-shaving, because it's going to prevent ingrowth hair, and it's going to really prepare the skin for shaving. So I brought products from CW Bags & Son, which is a great range, actually from the Marcel group, the Marcel Cosmetics group, very known in Quebec. Mr. Bags was actually the founder of Marcel. It's an American from Chicago, was launched in the 1800s, but the range is specific in the sense that it's the first and only range for men that's hypoallergenic, and that's fragrance-free, and also alcohol-free. It does not contain alcohol and gluten and paraben as well. It does not contain what David Suzuki called the dirty dozens, which are harsh chemicals that are widely used in cosmetics. And why it's so important to use men's skincare, it's not a marketing issue, is that our skin is different from women.
How is it different?
It's thicker.
Okay.
It's oilier. We have more pores, which tends to be more dilated. So that's why using formulas that have been specifically designed for men will help you, have like better looking skin, and also like a better feeling skin. Why scrub is such an important step is also that because we tend to be a bit negligent with our skincare routine. Women, because they wear makeup, maybe sometimes they do remove the makeup every night. Guys, sometimes, I'm sure you've done it, go to sleep without cleaning your face. So scrub, something that you're going to do once or twice a week. It's going to, help you catch up and get that really extra clean feeling. Another thing that's really good about this scrub is that a lot of product on the market are created with micro beads, plastic micro beads. We all know by now that they're highly polluting. This one is made with bamboo particles.
Oh, really? Okay.
So
so that's that roughness
like
that you feel, right, when you're using the scrub. How do you use it? Do you use it with a washcloth? Do you just put it on? What's the procedure?
You just use it with your hands.
Okay.
And you're not stripping an antique.
Right.
Men try to scrub.
Yes, you're not sanding your face.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So just like a gentle circular motion, and it will do the job. It's a mechanical scrub. It's those bamboo particles that will actually lift the dead cells.
I wanted to take this opportunity as well, Claude, to talk to you because coming up on Saturday is International Men's Day, and the real focus is on men's health, both physical and mental health. Do you look after yourself? I mean, when we tend to not go to the doctor. How do you look after yourself as a man?
Like most men, I heard the conversation before we're on the air. I'm not being proactive. I will, think about my health when there's something wrong. And I have to say, and it's pretty vain, that I tend to think about my appearance before I think about the inside. But as I get older, I'm trying to be more conscious of my health.
Well, stay tuned in the 8 o'clock hour. You're going to want to watch because we have a great panel put together, and we're going to talk about men's health. Claude, thank you so much for being here. It's a real pleasure. You'll be back in a couple of weeks as well, I believe, to talk some more skincare. Of course, you can pick up the latest issue of Lulu magazine on newsstands and, of course, download on Texture. We'll be back with more. And a reminder, we're going to be talking men's health on our BT panel. If you have a question for any of our experts, please send them in via our social media pages.